Today is December 13, 2021. Right now, there's a lot of truth disclosure, and many things are coming out. And the good part is that people start to wake up, know a lot of things. But on the other hand, there's a lot of fear and anger. And for some of us, if we want to dig a little bit deeper, we will know there's no need for such kind of fear and anger. This is one reason I created this channel, to share what I learned from Marina Jacobi's book, from swaruu information, from the Ascension Papers, etc. So today, I'm going to talk about one positive timeline. I don't know it's a probability. I just want to share what I have been reading. I hope some people will resonate with this message and feel some kind of relief. As the other video mentioned, the I do not consent video about the liquid thing. Yeah, I won't take it, and I know this is negative. But a lot of people are so afraid of that, and they think it's kind of the end of the world, etc. Actually, it's not that negative. So that's the main purpose of this video. I'll share what they write in the book, and I think you understand. So as you see the screen, this is Marina's book, Downloads and Predictions. I think in page 28, there's a section, Marina Jacobi, New Council of 9 and 11 Dimensions, the history of the ET programs. It's actually about the Earth ET programs. You can read all those lines when you have time. But here, what I want to talk about is that first, in page 29, the first sentence is that this is why so many of you agreed in your soul level to be part of this hybrid children program. I think many people interested in Marina Jacobi, interested in swaruu information, might belong to this program. So just for everyone's information. And this is the part I really want to talk about in this video. So basically, what happened is that I'll read a few sentences. So basically, this is why your negative side on Earth created this the liquid program, because in the liquid there are sequences that can hide and damage permanently your DNA, so you can still stay enslaved. Don't be surprised why so many of your children have so many health problems. In order to truly find out what's really embedded in the liquids, you have to look into the nano level. In the liquids, there are sequences that are dormant and are easily activated, sometimes simply by taking medication or other chemicals that are sprayed in the air or the food. That dormant sequences will be automatically activated and permanently damage your DNA. Humans know that we are your family. So this one explains why that liquid is not good for your health. And this is one reason I created that I do not consent video. And for people following swaruu information, I think they know quite well what the lab result and what's really inside those liquids. So this is kind of the disclosure of the truth. But the other part I want to talk about is that the one positive timeline. So if we go into the page 37, the galactic family connections, you'll see something interesting. So here they are talking about the white lines in the sky. I think I'll try to avoid some words. Hopefully this video won't be blocked, will be allowed to be published on a certain channel. It's again to follow and respect the channel's policy. So basically, this highlight line, it says that the no white lines will block any longer your genetic code DNA. So again, the things in these white lines in the sky are the same in these the liquids in the arm. Both are actually at a nanobot, the nano level technology. So although this paragraph talk about the sky, the white lines in the sky, it's actually also talk about the liquids in our arm. So if you read this following highlight line, so is that to you humans, you have been reactivated in the cellular memory bank DNA. Let's just say that there was a backdoor, so anyone that tries to destroy your physical vessel actually reactivated the DNA code to stop all this wrongdoing to you. Laugh out loud. Poor humans, they say, and we say, now you all stop and go back to your realities. You are no longer welcome here. Let humanity be. Your days are numbered, and it's done. So this is the one possibility or one positive timeline. That what really happened is that those nanoballs in the liquids or in the white lines in the sky, they are trying to permanently damage your DNA. But at the time the DNA gets damaged, there are some trigger in your body, hidden trigger, and this trigger is activated. It's actually trigger another thing, and that one restore all your DNA code to the original level. So basically, effectively wipe out all the negative changes. So this is very positive. So basically, it's saying all those negative things suddenly will change to be positive things. And I think many people following the number 17 message, and that message keeps saying bomber run. So something hit out and then hit back. And they might talk about the same thing. So here, that's the reason I want to share these two paragraphs. And for people who have more interest, they can read this book and finding the complete paragraph. And then they will have a better understanding. Another thing I want to say is that this is positive. For me, this is very positive. But it's not that safe to say it will work all the time. Again, I'll use the IT knowledge to map this thing. I would say this thing has very high possibility of failure. I'll share my analysis. This might not correct because what I know, I'm actually using my three-dimensional linear thinking to analyze some higher dimensional non-linear thinking process. And also, for me, unfortunately, I need to see things as separate. And for higher dimensional, they see things are together. So maybe I misinterpreted this one. But I just want to share my thinking, so you know, don't rely on this. This is just one possibility. It might not happen at all. So what happens in IT? We have this trigger, and the trigger event. What is really happening is that, say, in some cases, when the data get updated or inserted, there's a trigger, it will be activated. Then it's calling another process to do some processing and to do some tasks. And this one is very similar to this trigger. But to use this trigger, the system has to be in a very stable status. Normally, we wouldn't say this trigger is trigger when the system is about to crash or is already crashing. But this one is actually saying the system is crashing. This is a trigger event. And this time is trying to trigger something. And the trigger is built into the system that's crashing. And even worse, it's trying to activate some new function, or I should say existing function, that's trying to restore the whole system. And this function to restore the system is also within the system that's crashing. So if I look at this as an IT solution, it is not very reliable. So ideally, what we should do, we should build a process, is monitoring process, completely outside of this system. So if I'm monitoring, I see the system is about to crash or it is crashing, and then I'll invoke another process. Again, it's outside of the original crash system, and then replace the crash system with a proper new system. And doing this way, things are more stable, more reliable. So if I interpret correctly, so based on those 3 or 4 highlighted lines, this solution itself is not reliable. Even if it is true, there will be a lot of failure. If we follow some media, we'll hear people are saying collateral damage. This could be they are trying to say. My interpretation is that, yes, there's one possibility that will turn the negative things into positive. But this thing is not 100% guaranteed to be working. So in some cases, it will not work. This is not by instant. This one, I think, on a higher level, is based on each individual's higher life plan, or maybe some other things. So it's not by accident. So for some people it will work, for some people it won't work. So don't rely on that. But overall, this is still a very positive news. So that's the reason I create this video, and I want to share this paragraph so that people know, okay, yeah, some negative things are happening, but there's a possibility we're turning these negative things into positive things. So if you, besides the highlighted lines here, if you read a few lines above, there's something also very interesting. So when they are saying, so the white lines in the sky will block any longer your genetic code DNA, it has been reactivated. The negatives do not know what's coming. Actually, the negatives helped us to see of who they are, with all their negativity right in the open. The humans are free now. Negatives do legitimately remove yourself of the planet. We are taking it back in the name of humanity. It's over now. Stop the nonsense. Let that be your last warning. So this one, I think, is also very positive. So that's the reason I create this video. So we know things are good. There are many positive timelines. This is one of them. So the things looks, on one hand looks bad, on the other hand it's not that bad. So that's what the iron, the thing that in the Ascension paper keeps saying. If you couldn't see the beauty of the picture because you stand too close to the picture. So for us, after we learn more, we gain more knowledge, we know that it is a good thing, that it's basically, it has to come. It has to happen. And then we can gain our peace and joy status. And so that with this more knowledge, we have more, we maintain our peace and joy status. And then we can manifest a better reality. A reality we have the new technology, all those free energy, medical bed, higher dimensional technologies. And humanity is free from all the slavery system. So we get the real full abundance, etc. So basically, yeah, that's the purpose of this video and the whole channel, to help everyone, and including myself, to maintain this peace and joy status by learning more knowledge, and then we can manifest a better reality. Yeah, thank you. I think this is the end of the video. So today is December 13, 2021. Thank you. Bye.